Hey guys, thanks for checking in on this video. This is actually a continuation of the other portfolio page video that I did. Um, I realized when I got to the end of it that I didn't really explain what kind of projects you need to have on there. I just talked about the design and like how what all the components you need on there to make it look nice, and what things you should have so that like people will be interested in you and whatnot. But I didn't talk about the actual quality of what stuff is on your portfolio. So in this one, I wanted to take a minute and talk more about that. Um, so here's my page again. If you go down to portfolio, we have these four projects, and I didn't talk very much about them last time. These first three are all free code camp projects. Markdown Previewer is fairly simple. Honestly, it took me, I think, like a night or two to finish. Once I figured it out, I was very much in the learning stage. This is like back in March. Um, Hopefully, I'd like to think that I'd be able to figure it out a lot faster now, but who knows? I'm not gonna try. It'll be okay. Anyway, then after that, I went and I did drum machine, and then I eventually did this calculator. But all three of these are free CodeCamp projects, and lots of people have done them. I bet there's millions of Markdown previewers and drum machines and JavaScript calculators all over the internet world. I mean, I know there's those calculators, and I know there's probably previewers. Drum machines, maybe not so many, but still, there's a lot, especially with all these people doing free CodeCamp. So, not that these are bad projects. They're good to do. They're good to get better. They're good to, develop your skills, pun intended. But they're just not very unique. And so, if you want to add a unique twist to them, that's cool, but people are still going to see them and think, oh, yeah, I've seen one of these before, whatever. So the projects that I recommend that you stick to are projects that are different, are, I don't know, are original. So like this Mars rover app that I did, I actually got it from a friend. This is the project that they give to all their new potential hires, and they do these projects, and then they turn them in, and then they look at them, and they decide who they want to hire based on that. And so I did it because of that. But every person that I brought this up with, they were like, "That's pretty cool. That's a neat little project." Blah blah blah. And that's what you want. You want them to think like, "Oh, this is different. This isn't something I see all the time. This is an attention grabber." Not to mention the fact that I got to use Material UI, I got to use Recoil JS. I use Sass, but I use Sass on all my projects. So anyway, all that to say, like this was an original project. There was a fair amount of complexity in it. I used global state, and so all those things together, and especially like using recoil, people aren't used to that. To know what recoil is, like just using things like that, new technologies and making it original. Those things are cool. People are interested in that, and they want to see what else you have. And so I was actually going to replace this Markdown previewer with a diary app that I was almost done with. It was a full stack project, and it would have been a lot. It would have made my portfolio much stronger. But I ended up getting hired, so whatever. That was the end goal, so whatever. I'll probably still go ahead and finish it at some point and put it on here, but I would imagine the next time I'm looking for a job, I'll be able to build out much stronger projects since I'm doing it every day for a living now. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to replace this one. Then I would probably replace the drum machine, then the calculator, and then if I was still making stuff and it was super complex, then I would eventually replace this Mars rover app. So another project that I think would be cool, that's kind of unique, is this recipe project. And I got this from Crescendo Collective, and apparently it was good enough because they wanted to hire me. But this is a project that I don't know, a lot of people don't do, I guess. Um, you can click that, it takes you over here. You can click for specials, uh, go back to recipes, whatever. You can add special ingredients, you can add recipes. You could add more stuff on here, but the things this highlights is the UI, the UX. It highlights, um, this like the CSS that I can do. Um, it highlights the functionality, that it's able to pull this recipe and do all these things. Um, you have this over here that you can use. Uh, I just noticed that I didn't ever change this pink color whenever you highlight it, so that's kind of gross, but whatever. Anyway, um, yeah, so this is another good recipe that I would suggest is kind of original. A lot of people don't do this. I really want this pancake mountain. That's unrelated. Anyway, um, So yeah, just unique projects that show off your skills and that challenge you. Those are the things that you need to have on your portfolio. Um, if you have a to-do list that's extremely simple on there and you're like, yeah, I made a to-do list. It took me a week and it's like 7 lines of code. It's not going to be very interesting to people. So everybody does a to-do list. No offense. If you're somebody who's doing a to-do list right now, okay, in about 6 months, you'll probably start to have some pretty good projects that you can throw in a portfolio. But to-do list is not it. You know, honestly, this calculator was a huge thing for me because I tried to build a calculator like 3 or 4 times before it, and this was the one that finally I did it and I got it done. And it's great. You know, I'm proud of this calculator, but it's probably not better than any other person's calculator. Um, so anyway, all that to say, like, put projects on here that are original, put projects on here that challenge you, and put projects on here that use several different technologies where you can showcase your skills. That's what you're gonna I think that's what's gonna get you hired. If a portfolio is what ends up doing it for you. Like I said in the last video, it's not I don't even think my portfolio really helped me get hired. It was just part of the package of me, of all the stuff that I had. So anyway, hopefully this video helped you. If you have any questions, you can leave comments, you can reach out to me, connect with me on LinkedIn. Although if I had to guess, you're probably already connected with me on LinkedIn, which is how you saw the video. So anyway, you can subscribe or whatever you want to do. All right. Thanks for checking out the video, and I will see you later.